Yo, what's up guys? So it's been a week and you know what that means, another weekly recap, you feel me? But yeah, just so you guys know, you don't necessarily have to trade the same strategy as me to be able to learn the lessons that I learned. As they say, a smart person learns from his mistakes, but a wise person learns from other people's mistakes. So I'm just gonna share lessons with you guys that I personally learned. I don't know, you might take away notes. So yeah man, welcome to another trade recap. If you're new to the channel and if you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Ballo.trades and I document my journey to become a successful forex trader here on YouTube. So showing you guys the ups, the downs and everything in between, just trying to keep everything transparent no matter how much criticism I get. But yeah man, welcome to another video. So this week I haven't taken any trades, so the weekly recap, I'm gonna do it for the previous week because I haven't done a weekly recap for this past week, you feel me? Let me just share with you guys the lessons that I've learned, right? Now the lessons that I've learned, the first one has to be patience. Now patience was a very key player for this week. I'm not gonna lie, I had to sit down on my hands and do nothing as the market was also doing nothing, so I had to respond to what the market was doing, you feel me? But like, I'm not gonna lie, I took zero trades this week, and today is Friday. I took 0 trades. That is something to be proud of, because usually back then I wouldn't be able to just take 0 trades. I don't know, I would force something. I would force myself to see something that does not exist, then eventually end up in a losing trade. That's something to be proud of on my end. But hope you guys can relate to this as well. And yeah man, another thing I want to share with you guys, the lesson that I've learned is that just because you call yourself a trader doesn't mean you have to be trading every day. Hope that makes sense, right? Just because we call ourselves forex traders, futures traders, whatever, doesn't mean we have to trade every day. If there's no trading setup, don't trade, you feel me? And that's what I've been doing this whole week. Just this week has just been filled with patience and discipline and just, hey man, staying out the market if the market doesn't want to offer you any opportunities, you feel me? But yeah man, let me just summarize on this past week. So last week we took 4 trades, right? Now it's completely different. Last week we took 4 trades, this week we took 0 trades. It happened, you feel me? So we ended up last week being in 2.5% or more. I'm not even sure, but I'm gonna show you guys. So we took 4 trades, 2 TPs and 1 stop loss, 2 TPs and 2 stop losses. But because of the risk to reward ratio, you know, I'm up 2.5%, right? Which right now I'm in a phase where I'm saving my account, you feel me, my Profem account, right? But yeah man, I've been rambling for too much. Let's just get into the video. Okay guys, so let's get into this, right? So we're going straight to my trading journal, right? If you guys are curious, which I've been repeating over and over again, if you guys are curious on what I used to journal my trades, I used Notion, right? I use Notion, then I just open up the app, then try to look for a calendar view template, right? This template is not special. I just made a few edits so that it can cater for my own needs. It's not really that special, it's just the calendar view. I just punch in these numbers, you feel me? So yeah, welcome to my trading journal. As you can see, so as you can see over here, it's rating swing trading, right? That's what I predominantly do, right? I don't remember the last time I day traded, to be honest. Must have been like 2-3 weeks ago, but before that it's been a while, right? So yeah man, as you can see, from the 8th of September until today, which is the 12th on a Friday, I haven't taken any trades, right? This week was, just to put it the way it is, this week was very slow, right? One of 2 things happened. It's either the market was busy consolidating or the setup just invalidated itself. That is what happened so far this week until now, right? So I'm still looking at 2 pairs, hoping to get filled on those pairs by the end of today, but I don't see that happening. But then I guess we'll wait for next week, right? But anyway, this weekly recap will be focused on last week's performance, right? The 1st of September, EuroCAD. Now those of you guys who follow me on Instagram might have seen that I've posted this trade over there when I entered and when I exited, right? If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I'll pop the link in the description and make sure you do so, right? The first trade was on EuroCAD, right? As you can see, This was on EuroCAD, the 1st of September. The close date was on the second day, which is the 2nd of September. This happened very quick for a swing trade, right? So my criteria was met, an imbalance was present, the Fibonacci was put at 0.71. This was a swing trade and I risked 1%, and the result of the trade was obviously a profit, right? Now this is a screenshot before, right? We had this move to the downside, as you can see. Then we had price retrace to this level. As you can see, the imbalance was there. The entry level on the Fibonacci tool was a 0.71, my bad, retracement level. And this is the screenshot after. As you can see, price tapped into our entry point. Then as you can see, we had a retracement candle. Then everything after that is history, as you can see, right? That was a good trade, nice setup, just a basic textbook setup, right? Then the next trade happened on the next day, which was a Tuesday on the 2nd of September, right? This one was, I think, was a loss, yeah, but this one really took its time to go further and hit our stop loss. We took this trade on 2nd of September. Then the close date of this trade was the 8th of September, right? Everything was present. Swing trade, 1% risk. Unfortunately for this one, the result was a loss, right? It happens, right? Nice setup, as you can see, everything lined up. Clear move to the downside, clear impulsive move to the downside, an imbalance that is within the general vicinity of my entry level. Everything seemed okay. Now this is the trade after. As you can see, we went into profit a little bit, almost not even 1%, let me just say 0.7% in profit. Then from there we retraced completely to the upside, right? It happens. This one was an unfortunate loss, but it happens, right? The next trade was on Thursday, so that Wednesday I didn't take a trade. There was no setup for me to take. Then on Thursday started taking a trade on USD CAD, right? And this one was an unfortunate loss as well. Took it on the 4th of September, closed it out on the 9th of September, which is this week. Everything was present, 1% risk, and it had to be a loss, right? This is how it looked like before. Nice setup. Everything had followed my confluence and everything followed my trading plan. Clear move to the downside, a nice imbalance that's left over there. Honestly, with this one, I really thought it was going to hit TP, but you know, we trading probabilities at the end of the day, you feel me? And this is the screenshot after. As you can see, as we tapped into our entry point, we went straight into profit. As you can see, now we were almost close to my TP, right? But obviously that didn't happen, and price completely reversed and took us out, right? Now that's that unfortunate result, but it happens. The next trade was on GBP AUD. Took it on the 4th of September, which was a Thursday, last week Thursday. Closed it out on the 10th of September, which was on Wednesday. Yeah, it was on Wednesday when the trade closed out. 1% risk, and this was a fortunate profitable trade, right? As I said, I just trade the same system over and over again. Clear move to the downside, break of structure, imbalance left. Then I started waiting for a retracement back to the upside, then to fill that imbalance and tap me in. And as you can see, price did so. And as you can see, this was little drawdown. As price tapped us in, there was a wick, which is what I want to see, obviously. Then everything about that was history, right? So that is basically what had happened last week. So all of this resulted into the 2.5%, just over 2.5%, which is good. But yeah, man, this week there were no trades. I'm still in the process of saving my Profit account. I'm still in deep drawdown, you feel me? But yeah, man, let me just show you guys what I'm looking at for now, right? So I have only 2 pairs on watch, I'm not gonna lie. It's these two. Let me allow this to load a bit. Which is these two, right? This one is USD chef, right? Clear move to the downside and imbalance left. The imbalance perfectly lines up with my entry level. Now I'm just waiting for price to get there. This on the 4, so this might take a while, I'm not gonna lie. but I'm more than happy to be patient, you feel me. Then NZD Chef, this one almost tapped us in, as you can see. Let me just zoom in so you guys can see. Almost tapped us in, but then we didn't get that entry, and also my meta trader didn't tap us in. So we finna see how this 2 trades plan out. So I'm just waiting for these 2 trades to tap me in, which will be next week, Monday, Tuesday. We'll see. But yeah, man, if you have reached this far in the video, I really appreciate you. And yeah, man, this was the weekly recap for the first week of September. So yeah, man. Okay, so the first weekly recap for September has been done, and as you guys saw, I was being transparent as possible. So the next week, I'm just hoping for better results, better opportunities, and I'm gonna execute my plan, my trading plan, regardless of my emotions. At the end of the day, I'm trading probabilities and not my emotions. I'm trading my trading plan and not my emotions, you feel me? So if you guys arrived this far in the video, I really appreciate you, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop another video. So yeah, man, till next time, let's get it.
Yeah, look at it glitz, see what I mean?